I'll just show you the stats on the account. This is since I started it on the 3rd of January. 92% win ratio, 3.4% drawdown, 5 grand deposit, and I've doubled the account already. This is a breakdown on gold. Today's date is Friday the 13th of January at 9:35, and as you can see here, I'm currently in 2 sales on gold with 1 lot. Now I actually entered this trade very late. I wasn't actually planning to do any trading today. But I was helping a BD member on the charts and I spotted this beautiful liquidity sweep with the binary destroyer. So first of all, let's just take it back to some price action. So we're going to go to the daily time frame as well, and we're looking at levels where institutions are going to be buying or selling at these levels. We want to know when the institutions are going to be coming into the market and playing their hand. So if I just zoom out here, and I mark up this level just here. I'm just going to pop it just there. Pop it just there as well. And I'm going to add a 10 moving average. So as we can see on gold, especially on the daily time frame, it's been rallying up for a considerably large amount of time, really since the 3rd of November. Since the 3rd of November last year, it's broken above the 10 moving average, and it's just been on a continuous climb up until this point here. Now the reason why I've marked up this level is because I can see previously we've come down to this level, tapped into it, and then rejected from it. And again, if I just zoom in, you can actually see a level here. So what we've actually got with this level is we've had a uptrend, we've had a bounce off this level here and a continuation into an uptrend, and then we've eventually broken this level, we've tapped into it again and then come down here. So I can see this is a significant level where institutions have come into the market, played the hand, pushed price up, and then pushed price down. So I'm expecting now prices come into this level, I'm expecting some kind of reaction. Now we actually also have a level just slightly below it as well, and if you look left here, you can see a level here, a tap in here as well, but we actually broke above it a few days ago, and we actually have a nice little break and retouch just here. You can see here, uptrend, pull back, and then a continuation with the trend. Probably you'll see this better on maybe the 4 hour. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see that nice little break and retouch to the upside. But I'm now currently in a sell on gold. So as you can see here, we come into this level which I just highlighted here. The first rule has been met. We have marked up a level. We know that institutions are likely to come in and sell, push price down at this level. I now want to scale it down to the 1 hour and look to see where liquidity is possibly building. And as we can see here, we have an area of liquidity. So on the 1 hour charts, you can see what has been happening. This was news yesterday. We had a big spike up and a big spike down, basically taking out all of the buys here. You can see here, look at this candlestick. So everybody that would have bought with the trend here, they literally would have got wicked out, stopped out, and price went up. Then we had this area here, and we had another tap in here. We can actually see multiple tap-ins at this level. So what a lot of traders would be doing at this level is looking at possible sells. They would be putting their stop losses here, thinking, great, we've got this double top pattern, let's take it down. And we did have a small move down, and then eventually, look what's happened. We've just gone straight above it, took out liquidity, took out all the stop losses. And once we see this, we now know that rule number 2 has been met. We've marked up liquidity, we know where it is, we wait for that area to get tapped into, and then we scale it down to the 5-minute time frame, and we look for a mogwai signal at this level. I call it the danger zone. and we actually have. So we actually had that nice little buy with the trend. So you can see a nice little mogwai signal with the trend, and now we've got this liquidity sweep happening on gold. Now I probably should have actually entered on the arrow. To be honest with you, I've entered this trade very, very late, but just the purpose of this video, I wanted to show you that I'm in a trade. I want to show you kind of how it works from looking at the setup, analyzing it all the way through to taking a trade and then taking profit. So I should have entered at the arrow, you know, put a wider stop loss just to factor in any more movement to the upside. And it would have been around 350 pips or points currently at the minute. The trade itself is currently sitting at around 160 pips. What I'll probably do is I'll close one of these trades off now because I want to take profit on the trade. And normally that's what I do. I take 1, 2, sometimes 3 positions on a setup, and I'll have different take profit levels. Normally, it's if I'm scalping at 5 pip, scalping at 10 pip stop loss, I will have a 10 pip take profit. Next one will be 15 pip take profit, 20 pip take profit, and it's the same with gold as well. I'll have different take profit levels. So as you can see here, just on this trade itself, if I look at today, I've literally only took one trade today, and that's that gold that I just closed off here. So I've already took profit on this trade. And that is an update. I've still got a trade open. It's still dropping nicely into profit. What I want to do now, based off the 5 minutes, is I want to start to mark up where buyers are looking to buy from this level. So a lot of people are in sales at the minute. Big momentum push to the downside. So everyone's going to start taking profit now. And we need to look to see where that level is going to be, because we want to be doing exactly the same. We want to sell with the institutions, and we want to take profit with the institutions as well. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the 15-minute charts. And to be honest with you, I actually see this level here as an area where traders are either going to take profit from or buy from this level, because a lot of traders could see this as a break and retouch to the upside. So that's my target for this trade at the minute, is a further movement to the downside. So what I'll do is I will pause the video, and I'll update you again very shortly on this trade. Trade update on gold. So gold has pulled back slightly, which I did expect it to happen. But if I just mark up this level on the 5-minute time frame, you can see where prices pull back to. Which is actually quite good, because it's a nice little price action pattern now. A lot of traders will see this sell off, they'll see the pullback, and they'll think, great, let's get into a trade with the trend. So we should see a big momentum push to the downside now, or we could even see a nice little push up, taking out liquidity again, and then dropping. So we can see a number of things happening at this level. Price could kind of consolidate for a while, maybe have a quick push up before dropping, or we could see a big push up down. But you can see this nice little break and retouch, so we know that sellers are going to be seeing this as well and pushing price down. Everybody that's sold at the top is going to be taking profit here. But yeah, everything's panning out exactly how I expected it to do. If we just have a quick look at the 1-minute time frame, you can actually see that you can see the change of character. So you can see we had this uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pull down, lower high, lower low, pull back, lower low, pull back, and maybe a continuation back down here. I'm already in a trade, so I'm not going to re-enter at this pullback level. If I just show you the actual trade that I'm in, it's still fluctuating in profit, which is good. My target is still the same, targeting the bottom zone, so we should see that. But again, we might see another push up, taking out liquidity before dropping. It all depends there what's going to happen at this level, and we can only trade what we see. And that's what I see. See the nice little price action, break and retouch, which is good. Nice little change of character. Looking back at the initial trade with the binary destroyer, we had that mogwai signal at the top, and we're starting to reject from that TCA line. So that TCA line is playing a really important role here, and you'll find when price closes above the TCA line, it will normally bounce off it. It's classed as an active support and resistance level. You will see here, if we look back in the time, you can see when price comes up to the level to the TCA line, it will bounce off it. So We are expecting price to come down, but again, you know, it's one of that, it's at that area now where it could fluctuate sideways for quite a while before eventually dropping. So that's an update on gold. And again, I'll update you. Hopefully we reach the bottom zone. If I just go back to price action here now, what I'll do is I'll go to the 15-minute charts and I'll mark up that level here. And what I'll do is I'll update you as soon as we start to come down to this level. It could be in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, or it could be even the next hour or so. But again, I'll update you very shortly on this trade. Update on gold again. So it's actually pulled back slightly to this resistance area. This is the obviously trend down and pullback change of character on the 5 minutes. Now I might actually re-enter, because I said in the previous slide that two things are going to happen. You're either going to get a manipulation to the upside, stopping more traders out before dropping, or price is just going to directly drop. But at the minute, it's kind of doing what I expect to do. It's kind of consolidated, going sideways. We have rejected from this level. If I zoom in here, you can see the rejection. But what I'm looking for is we might just pop up, say hello, into this area here, taking everybody, because at the minute, obviously, everybody's trying to sell. Everybody's trying to sell, right? And it's doing that kind of trend line pattern. You see the trend line pattern? So it's kind of, you can see kind of a flag pattern at the minute. And eventually, we're going to get squeezed and one or two things are going to happen. I've got a funny feeling that we might pop up to the upside, take out liquidity, and then drop again. So yeah, if we do that, I will actually re-enter the trade. So I'll take in my, well, obviously I've already took profit. I'm already in a trade now. I might take another trade if we pop above it. If we don't and we break below, then we continue down to the support at the bottom. But that's an update on the trade. Like I said, I expected it to kind of go sideways, and now one of two things are going to happen. You can see we're just, it looks like it's just popping above here. So maybe in the next 5 or 10 minutes, we'll actually get a direction of what is actually happening on gold. So yeah, that's an update, and I'll update you again shortly. So update on gold. It's pretty much done exactly what I expected it to do. It's kind of gone sideways. We had a push down, and now eventually we've broken this area. Now this is going to be another liquidity sweep. Watch this, okay? So obviously we've broken this level. A lot of traders are perhaps thinking, okay, we're now going to the upside, because you would have got a lot of sellers here at this level. And now we're broken. If you go to 1 minute time frame, we're broken above this level. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold the trade that I'm in. So I'm currently in a trade right now, and I'm going to hold the trade, and I'm going to play the market now. I'm going to play the market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter another trade, and we're going to ride all the way down, because I know that we are, see, price is coming down here. Okay. And like I said, it's just timing now where I want to re-enter this trade, because we're coming down here. And what we're probably going to do is we're going to retouch this level, okay? And we'll probably retouch this. What's going to happen, right, is we're probably going to retouch this level like it has done there. And it's going to go something like this here, thinking, okay, let's buy. It's with the trend, and then drop. That's exactly what's going to happen. Even on the 1 minute time frame, I'm seeing this happening. Now you can see we're pushing down. Okay, so we might actually just come all the way down, or we might get a rejection. We'll start getting a few green candlesticks, you know, thinking price is going to go up, and then we're just going to drop. So yeah, what's actually happening now is that obviously everybody that's sold here is now being stopped out, aren't they? And now you got people wanting to buy here. You see how price is being pushed up? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. If you go to 15-minute charts, you can actually see we're at that break and retouch level here, and this is going to be tricking a lot of traders now. They're going to think, oh, maybe I should buy instead. Maybe I'm doing the opposite. Maybe it wasn't a sell and it's now a buy, and I'm going to close my sell off and now buy. No. Watch this. We're going to sit here. We're going to be patient. We're going to let the market make its move. And then we're going to make our move, and then our target is going to be the bottom of the zone here. Well, I've actually set a take profit of around 300 pips on gold. So I think target's probably around here, to be fair with you. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're rejecting from this level. So we might actually still go up from this level. Okay. We might actually come all the way back down. So we might actually just take out liquidity and think, yeah, we're going back down. Yeah, you see? So it's interesting now to see what happens. Is buyers going to come into the market and push price up, or a liquidity sweeper is going to come in and just take everyone straight out? We'll see what happens. I'm looking. What I might actually do is, just to prove my madness here, is as we start to push up, because we might start getting buyers here, I'm going to sell down. I'm going to sell down as well. So I'm going to do this right at here. So I'm going to wait for this candle to close green. Then we'll probably get another green candle, and then I'm going to sell. So here's the push up, because people are going to be buying, thinking this is a break and retouch. And as price gets pushed up, it's just going to drop. So let's see what happens here. I'm just waiting for this candle to close. So it's going to be closing in around 15 seconds time. So here we go here. See the big push up here. And the next candle is going to be green. And we're going to be entering for a sell. There we go there. So you ready? We're now going to enter for our sell. And again, we'll take the same lot size. Obviously, I've still got a trade open because price is still going to come down. It's just getting that right moment. But yeah, we're now into our third trade on gold. But notice what I've done. You notice how I've scaled it down from literally the daily, the 1 hour, to the 15, to the 5 minute, and the 1 hour. Now, obviously, we got our Mogwai signal on the 5 minute time frame. And you can see here, look, you see on the 5 minutes, look at that beautiful liquidity sweep, thinking, oh, it's a buy, it's a buy. No. Okay. Learn. Right. Yeah, so that's an update, and I'll come straight back. If we go to 1 minute time frame, you can see it's pushing down now. So, yeah, I'll update you again very shortly on this trade. Okay, update. So, see what I mean? Exactly what I thought it would do. So, yeah, literally, we popped up into this level. Hello, everyone. I'm going to take out your stop losses, and now I'm going to drop. Now, like I said, I've already got a trade open. I've set this one at 500 pips. It's currently around 155 pips. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reduce this to 300 pips. The reason being is because I've actually been in this trade now for around probably a good 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, yeah. And I don't want to spend all of my day making this video and trading. It's a Friday. I don't normally trade on Fridays. I want to go out and enjoy the weekend. It's my mate's birthday. We're going down to London. So, yeah. So I've reduced my risk on this. And now it's just a case of waiting for the take profit to get hit. Obviously, Mogwai signal at the top there. Beautiful setup. And obviously just using a bit of price action knowledge. Waiting for the liquidity to get taken out. And then we're going to drop again. So, yeah, that's an update. The next time I press play on this video is probably when we're going to take profit. So, yeah, I'll update you again on this trade. Okay, update on the trade is nicely just hit take profit. Now, like I said, I did reduce my my take profit on this because, again, I want to go out. It's 11:21 and I want to nip out, get a shower and stuff like that. You see how it's dropping nicely. See that? Exactly what I said. Popped up, hello, take everyone's stop losses out and then drop. Like I said, target on this one, if you want to hold the trade, would be at the bottom here, but it's not my style of trading. If I'm trading, I like to physically watch the chart. So just to give you an update to show you, if you look at the today's trades, we took 3 trades, made a nice little £318. If I just show you the stats on the account, this is since I started it on the 3rd of January. 92% win ratio, 3.4% drawdown, 5 grand deposit, and I've doubled the account already. If we just have a quick look at the stats, I was looking at this earlier. These are what I've won all of my trades on. So a 92% win ratio on gold, 96% on GPUSD, USD CAD 91, 95 on Aussie US dollar, 100% on USD JPY, and other is US30. Now, US30 is a very difficult pair to scalp, mainly because of the spread. The spread on US30 is so high that it's very difficult to scalp the market on. And what I found was I was closing a lot of trades pretty much at break even. You know, the trade was going from the bottom zone to the top, and it wasn't really making any money for me. So that's why my worst pair is US 30. But it looks like I need to, well, actually USD JPY, 100% on USD JPY, 96% on GPUSD. So maybe I should stick to those pairs. But yeah, hi everyone, quick update on that gold trade that I took earlier. I've just jumped out the shower, and before I head off out, I thought I'd have a quick look at the trade to see how it panned out, and it went perfectly well. As you can see, we had our target area at the bottom here, and it finally hit our target around 30 minutes later, which is really good. Unfortunately, I closed the trade off early because I was nipping out. I just grabbed a quick shower, but it did exactly what I was expecting it to do. Target got hit, minimal drawdown. You can see our initial entry point as we just popped up above that resistance area here, and then since then we've just been dropping ever since to this area at the bottom. Great, target got filled. If we just load up the binary destroyer, you will see our initial target, our initial entry point, should I say. So you can see our initial entry point. This was in the liquidity area based off the 1 hour time frame. We took the trade. We waited for the pullback. We waited for the second liquidity sweep because obviously everyone would have been selling at this level. So we just waited for the liquidity, wait for price to just pop its head above the resistance area, and then we just rode it all the way down. So yeah, nice trade on gold. Hope you enjoyed that video. My name is Jamie Palmer, and yeah, thank you for watching.